Oh my god.
Just
Oh damn. Okay.
not
I mean-
taking Electrum here.
I would
No.
think
Only-
that to Vern, money's money.
He only cares about the shinies.
Only care about the shinies.
Yeah.
Unless it's Electrum.
Oh my
Wow.
god, please fix my face
I
on the
am.
screen.
It was
You're killing
fixed
me.
before it.
You're killing me.
Before we
I
went
don't want to
live.
look at myself anymore.
I don't know what happened. Hello, everybody. We are. Yeah, we're here. Today's my fault. I passed out after day at the doctor and stuff, and woohoo, fun stuff. But we're here now, and hooray!
Covering my camera until you fix it.
There we go. Hopefully that works. So yeah, here we are. Last we left off, the party had just seemingly completed their Halloween type mission. Just as the Waterdeep City Guard arrived, and conveniently their strange friend Camilla picked up a certain crown that had hit the floor that was embedded with a magical shard of some kind, some otherworldly powers, and as far as the party knows, completely vanished. They have no idea where she's at. I don't think Camilla knows where she's at, but that's pretty much where we pick up. Let's see, hold on, let me pull up the combat tracker. He gone.
And the question is, are we still detained?
Oh, you absolutely are.
Yeah.
100%.
Torrent, let's run.
100%.
Oh, nothing. I'm just really hurt.
Oh no.
Let's run, Torrent. I know you just got back from being unconscious, but let's run.
Run.
Yes.
Doo-doo.
I cast Pass Without a Trace. No, just...
You can certainly try.
Bye.
And as you all may notice on the overlay, we are one player short. He had unfortunately some things that he got tied up with. Good timing, I guess, of sorts, because and I will. No, I don't want to delete tokens.
Don't delete my token. Don't do that.
Mandy,
Kill us all.
just for stream purposes on the map, I'm gonna put you over here. You're still invisible though.
Okay.
So, you all are standing there. The city guard has made their way in. Thankfully for you all, I guess the timing of their arrival of sorts kind of worked to your favor, because they at least saw some otherworldly type things going on. They're still not sure what in the world is going on. So hence the reason why you all have been detained for type of questioning. Nope. There we go.
Did they read me my rights?
You have the right to remain silent. So, that being said, let me find some tokens for the Guardy boys. There we go.
We could take them. Right, Band-Aid?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty sure
Some-
everybody's pretty heckin' low.
Yep.
I'm full health.
You know what?
I wonder why.
Somehow I don't see Band-Aid fighting guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, Band-Aid. Yeah, I don't see that happening either.
Aren't you like
Unless
chaotic
it
good or
was, like-
something?
Unless they attacked us first for like no reason.
Neutral good.
Huh.
Ah, much better. Okay. Ah, actual guard tokens. Hooray.
They're very shiny.
And then you've got a guard captain of sorts right there in front of you all. I'll say right in front of Zosa. Then you got one of those guys back there. Just for flavor. Boop. The captain is kind of pacing back and forth in front of the party. And he looks to address you all, and he's like, just for safety purposes, everybody please turn around and pile your weapons behind you. Merely protocol.
I cut Torrent's hands off and I put him in the pile.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to say, okay. Can't really take those off.
Spent money on these nice weapons just to get them taken away.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I guess Torrent would comply.
I would too, sadly. Firm's just kicking the dirt.
All right. I guess we'll start this off simple. Anybody want to tell me what was going on?
That's a good question. No. Well, there was a lady with us that was supposed to pay us for help, but I don't know where she went.
Hmm.
I assume you know this is the Xanathar Guild?
Xantarum.
Xanathar. Pretty sure.
Was it Xanathar?
Yeah, because Beholder left.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they took an artifact that we were trying to help a lady get, and they didn't like that, so they took it, and this is where it was.
An artifact? What kind of artifact?
Good question. It was a shard. That's all we. That's all we pretty much know.
Interesting. You see him still walking around, pacing back and forth, kind of muttering some things to himself. And you said it was the Xanathar.
Yes.
You actually saw him.
Yes.
That's strange, because normally he doesn't come to the surface at all.
Well, he has a strange rivalry with whoever we were hired by.
This could be both good and bad. Good, because he's easier to find if he's actually out and on the surface. However, that does
He's
not
on the surface.
it does not bode well for the city itself to have him roaming about. Strange.
We saw him go out the window, right?
You all kind of heard somebody say something along the lines of don't let them interrupt our plans. Get them. As you all entered the warehouse and you heard a window shatter. Like you may have seen it, but it was like so far away that the window looked really tiny from where you were.
I'll point to the window that's shattered, I assume.
Yeah.
And so he went out there.
Interesting. Very strange. He still continues to pace back and forth. And he's like, I don't know what you lots were up to or what you did, but apparently you seem to have pissed off Xanathar or something fierce. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I mean, we stopped his plan of whatever this was happening. Obviously wasn't good.
Right. It's very, very strange creatures that were in this area, that's for sure.
Is Zosa the only human?
Good
she's an elf.
question.
Sosa's not a human.
Not even here. Okay, so nobody
Yeah,
here.
she's an elf.
Still at least a semi-common race.
Half elf, yeah.
I mean, goblin's common, just not in Waterdeep.
And Camilla, you see all
Yeah.
this happening, but it looks like how would I describe this? You see the layout of the warehouse. You see this questioning in the formation of the guard and the party, but everything kind of has like a grayish bluish like tinge to it almost. You see
Okay.
like random waves of like energy just kind of like softly breezing about, and you can tell that you're not entirely still on the mortal plane.
Okay. Is it like the ethereal plane or?
It kind of looks like every now and then you'll see flashes of something else that is not there in the warehouse with you, but like it'll like kind of start to manifest briefly and then just kind of fade away.
Like puffs of smoke or figures or what?
Both. Like
Okay.
you can tell that you are somewhere in between the planes. You're not on
In
one
an actual plane, it's more like a demi plane.
pretty much. Yeah, you're basically like in between.
Okay. Could I roll Arcana to identify precisely? I mean, I already know a bit about the shard, but not enough to really know 100%.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. 24.
Pretty good. You'll know that this shard apparently has the capability of some type of dimensional shifting or almost like plane shifting,
Okay.
similar to the, high level spell.
Right.
However, it seems to have the capability to summon things forth or to between the dimensions.
Okay.
Like almost similar to the plane shift spell. However,
It's like a two-way door instead of.
yeah, and it doesn't require high level spells of sorts.
Right. Right. Well, good. This aligns with the other treasures and things.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would know how to use this shard to get back to the material plane if I chose to in this moment, which I am not.
Yeah. You could probably kind of look at the shard and kind of try to focus your thoughts and and you're pretty confident that you could probably with a little good old-fashioned effort figure out how to manipulate it, I guess would be the best word. Manipulate it to
Put me where I want to go,
exactly,
basically.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think for now I'm gonna wait this out. I don't want to spook the guards. And I don't want them to take away my new treasure either.
Well, I'm not going to make you roll for it. Looking at the crown, like you can tell that the crown was kind of fashioned around the implied addition of this shard.
Okay, so the shard was just an add-on.
Yeah. You could probably, with some tinkering, messing around with it with a dagger or something of the sorts, probably separate the shard, probably try to hide it. So then, you know what I mean? Like, you can be like, oh, it was this cursed crown.
Okay. Okay, I could do that. Can I do that in this plane if everything is weird? Like, can I take my dagger and, like, try to pop it off? Actually, I think before I do anything like that, I would want to be, like, over here, where guards can't see me out of their line of sight, right? Because this is a pillar. Or is it a hole?
It's to do what you want to do, it'd be better over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so, all right. While I'm in this state, I wanna take my dagger, the same one I used to unlock the first temple, and like kind of like pry the shard free.
Okay.
Can I do that? Do I need to roll something?
That would be a good. Yeah, you know what? Roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay. Not proficient in that at all. Oh, not bad. 21.
You pull out your dagger and you start tracing the outer edges of the shard with the point, kind of looking for a good spot in the makeup of this crown to insert the dagger and start trying to pry it out. You're dragging it around and you're like, I don't know if this is actually going to work, but and you never know till you try, right? Woo.
Yeah.
And as you're dragging the point of your dagger around, you feel it kind of go. You feel a slight click as the tip finds like a small divot, and you start applying, opposite pressure and twisting and contorting your dagger, and after a minute or so, the shard kind of pops a little, and your dagger
Okay.
slides in further, and now you're feeling really confident, like yeah, this will work, you know. And you continue on, and eventually, the shard does come free.
Okay. So now I've got crown in one hand, shard in the other.
Well, yeah, I'll say yeah. Well,
Okay.
roll me a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh god, I don't like this.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, you manage to pop the shard free, and you can tell you're like in a brief moment of your own exhilaration, you're like, yes, I got it. Then you realize, oh, I've got crown in one hand and dagger in the other. The shard is about to fall out of the crown, and you're unsure as to what will happen if it hits the ground or if it leaves your
Oh no.
your grasp, being that you are in between planes.
Yeah.
So immediately you're like, oh boy,
shit.
and you just kind of like, you don't even care if your dagger actually makes it back into its scabbard
Nope.
or not. You're just like, and you just reach down and grab the shard real quick, and you're like, whew. I probably should have thought that part through first.
Okay. So now I have the shard.
Yes.
Okay. So I kind of like I put the crown on put the crown like on my belt or something. Or actually better yet, I'll put my arm through it so that it's like on my arm.
Okay.
And I'll pick up the dagger and sheath it, and then I will use the crystal to return to the material plane. I'll focus on it and
Okay, you're holding this shard in front of your face, and you're sitting there focusing on the warehouse area that you can still very clearly see in front of you, but like I said, everything kind of has that ethereal type of look to it. And then you start focusing on it, and the colors start to shift to more natural and more contrasting type of colors, as everything that previously had that very ethereal, like you could almost walk through it type of look to it, seemingly starts to slowly change color and seems like as if it was just starting to solidify out of nothing in front of you. And
Okay.
this continues on, and then briefly you just kind of see like a bright flash of light in your eyes, and once you kind of do the long and fast blinking process to readjust your eyes, you realize you are standing behind a barrel and a bunch of wooden pallets of a makeshift stage in the warehouse.
Great. I will conceal the shard in my bag or something.
Okay.
And I will take the crown in one hand, and while they're having their conversation over on the other side of the warehouse, I will begin to approach. Obviously, I've long de-summoned my hexblade and all that, so I once again appear unarmed because the dagger is probably hidden away somewhere, knowing me.
Right.
And walk out with the crown in my hand and say, I think this is what you're looking for. Or, I think this is what you're looking for.
Right. Okay.
And
yeah.
I make myself look disheveled before I step out to look like I got hit or something.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can just continue moving your token back down to
Cool. Cool.
to the party area.
When they're distracted, I run.
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Good luck with that.
I might not get far, but
The guard captain is still kind of like pacing back and forth, you know, asking you all some basic mundane type questions. As he gets back to up in front of Torrent, he turns and looks and sees Camilla, and he's just like, "Oh, what a surprise! Strange things happen around here, and you seem to be in the proximity again."
Whatever do you mean?
Oh, come now, Camilla. You know that we're not that foolish. You haven't
Perhaps.
done anything wrong. It's just one of those things of coincidence. When really strange things happen, there's usually the same list of people that you could almost bet coin on who might show up at some point.
You're not wrong. Here, I have a present for you. And she holds out the crown. I think this is what Xanathar was looking for.
This is looking for this.
Or he had it, and we took it away.
Why in the world would he want such a... I don't even know how to describe this. Why?
I'll take it.
She'll hand it to the guard captain, and say, "It's possible that while I don't know if it has any magical properties now, the large creature that we were fighting, which appears to have disappeared, was wearing this."
Strange. Maybe maybe the old annoying floating ball was using it for some type of focus of sorts, or like some type of anchor of types. I'm not sure.
I'm not either. I'm not exactly an expert on these kind of things.
Yeah, I usually prefer to solve my problems with blade and steel, not ways in the arcane, but we have people for that, so.
Of course. If I can be of assistance, feel free to call upon me. I will be in town for a short while longer.
Okay. Well, we appreciate the warning. So you say you'll
Do
be
give
in...
the magistrate my regards.
Will do. So you say you're going to be in town for a couple of more days?
Yes.
Ah. Well, I won't be overly surprised if somehow our paths cross again in that time.
Perhaps. But only if you really want it to. And she kind of grins at him.
Like, well, I hear that there's this new bar in town, this new tavern that they'll even let you ride a T-Rex there.
Oh my god. Every time with the T-Rex. You make it very hard for me to stay in character, damn it.
I'm doing my job.
Yes, the Bear in the Bard, I believe is what it's called. Quaint little place on Troll Skull Alley.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh yes, that's the one." And then you start hearing the rest of the peon type guards and the big muscly one behind him, like, yeah, that's the one. The last time I went by there, like, you could just from the backside of the building, you see just the top of the head of a T-Rex. I think Zeke took it there. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like
Oh
a
my
T-Rex.
God.
A fucking T-Rex in Waterdeep, and it wasn't trying to destroy anything. The little bugger was using it like a horse. Like
You're
a
trying
30-foot
so hard to make
horse.
this canon. 30-foot horse.
That could
I mean,
eat people.
he's a strong guy.
It was the craziest thing. And then the
I'm mad that
captain.
you're making this about the T-Rex and not Kiyoshara.
Did he turn himself
know.
into a pickle?
I'm Pickle
Oh my God.
Zeke.
Pickle Zeke. Oh my God, somebody needs to draw that. Maybe me.
Funniest shit
It
I've
might
ever
be me.
seen.
Pickle Zeke.
Dude, Pickle Rick episode was one of my favorites
So
of all
good.
time.
So good.
So good.
Don't hate us, Loco. We love you.
Loco is just sitting there with that look of, I hate you, Duff.
I hate you, Duff.
This bitch is hurting.
So yeah, you see like the excitement level amongst the other guards start to just exponentially rise as they're talking about
T-Rexes.
the T-Rex over at the Bear and the Bard, and you know Zeke was using them as a mount and all this kind of stuff, and then it turns into like more tavern stories of oh yeah, well this one time I went there and I drank like 15 mugs of ale and blah blah blah, and then the other one was like, oh, only 15 Pansy, I drank 20, and you know, there's typical
Just shit
guard
talking
crap,
each
yeah.
other. Mhm.
And so then the captain turns around and he's like, all right, you lot, calm down, there's no need to get all excited, you can save that for when you're off, when you're excuse me, when you're off duty. Go play with the T-Rex, or I don't care, just you just better show up for your watch tomorrow.
It's all fun and games, but Torrent can outdrink anybody here.
That's true. It's very true.
I live for the drink.
Torrent's like, well, I had 50.
He is the drink. That's
Yeah.
the spoiler.
Let's carry around like a pin needle or like a larger needle and poke Torrent when we need some water while we're traveling.
I'm not even a water genasi. I'm just an alcohol genasi.
Right.
Yeah.
The captain
Modelo.
hears you say that, and he kind of stops and looks in front of you, and he just stares at you for a minute. And you see Torrent, while normally, if you're not really paying attention, it just looks like Torrent standing there. But if you actually stop and focus on him, he's kind of doing that slight sway around, like for any
drunken
military,
master.
like for any military people that might be in the crowd, you know what I'm talking about. You've got muster first thing in the morning at 0 whatever time, and you were up drinking till an hour before, and you're absolutely hammered, and you're trying to stand at attention, but you can't stop moving.
You just kind of
Is it
sway
gonna
a
be
little
a-
bit where you stand.
Yeah,
Is it
you're
going to be a drink contest episode?
I mean,
At least it's not arm wrestling like it is on Saturday games.
this is true.
That is my shtick, you know.
She is very strong.
I am very strong. In the other game.
Another game, Rin very strong.
For the motherland.
Yeah, she really does for the motherland.
Okay, well, that'll pretty much, the guard will go, all right, well, we've got the information we need to take to the Inquisitor, and we'll see what they want to do with it. I mean, the fact that it's probably just going to get filed under all the rest of the shit that's labeled with Xanathar and other goofy shit.
I tried to get him for you, but I missed him.
Yeah, he's an elusive little bastard.
I agree.
We've been trying for centuries to capture. You see him bring his hands up, the Xanathar, and he's a pain.
Is he really that old? Table talk?
Table talk, Xanathar, after the first one was killed, it became a title.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
What about the Lamia?
Dolomia is forever.
You when you say that, Verm, and immediately the guard comes rushing down here and gets like right in your face and is like, nobody talks about the Lamia.
That is a fair statement.
You don't bring it up. You don't mention it in town.
We don't speak
And
of
he
it.
reaches in his pouch and he pulls up this large scroll that at the top is like water deep laws and shit. And pulls it up and he
Scribbles
like,
it in.
right there. Don't
Right
talk
there.
about the Lamia.
First one.
Oh, you should
My
have
bad.
taken
My bad. I'm new here.
a PNG of that Waterdeep rules page that you get at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah,
and
no
as
kidding,
painted
right?
in that rule.
I totally should. Then again,
unwritten rule.
there's a lot of other people that I know that do digital art that have way better handwriting than me. I'll just have
yeah.
them do it.
My
No.
bad. I won't bring it up again.
See that you don't. I've got my eyes on you.
Don't look at Toby like that.
Toby.
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 Well, if there's nothing further, then I would like to take my men back to their inn so I can pay them and send them on their way.
Hey, woman too.
My team.
Oh, sorry, had a big sneeze. Anyway.
Thank please.
Very well. And you see he kind of like gives each one of you one kind of more like passing glance, and you just kind of hear him mutter under his breath. He's just like, an Asimar, goblin with a fucking frog on his head, bugbear, an elven type, a furbolg, and a genasi.
Beer Genasi.
Beer Genasi.
What a strange lot. Anyway, very well. I can't remember the name of the ordinance that's here in Waterdeep off the top of my head, but yeah, make sure you follow it. Don't do anything stupid.
Of course.
Uh,
You know me, always to the letter of the law.
What are loopholes?
we'll go with that one for now, Camilla. They're more like guidelines than rules. And you see him, he's like, just make sure we don't cross paths again in opposition of each other. And you see him start to make his way towards the door, and it's like, all right, men, let's go. And they all like, you just hear the rest of them kind of go zing, like all in unison, raise their weapons, turn. You just hear up,
Oh my
as they all leave.
T-Rex
Yes.
drinks.
Oh my God! Yeah, there was a T-Rex there. Yeah, I'm absolutely. I'm not even shitting you. We're just walking down down the alley, and all of a sudden we just hear a. And we're like,
Hard to miss.
like, what in the world was that? It's not a normal alley type of sound. And we're looking around, we didn't see anything, and we all of a sudden we look up and we saw the head of it was a fucking T-Rex. The thing was like this big.
Wait, what did they say?
Oh, they were just talking about the T-Rex. I keep hearing that.
Yeah, I see that all the time. Nothing new here.
I'm sure that's normal for someone like Zosa. Let's get out of here so I can get you paid.
Oh wait, what was this about the T-Rex that everyone keeps talking about?
Hope we're not supposed to fight one.
Hope not.
It might not end
Probably-
well right now.
Probably not.
Money.
Somebody like you mentioned go fighting one, and Vern, like all of a sudden you feel on the top of your head Toby is getting excited. He's like, ooh, let's go fight a T-Rex.
Toby.
Toby
we know
commands
we
you.
don't- we know you could win. But
Toby
let's not-
commands
We don't
you.
need to do that. We don't need to do that to the T-Rex. Toby's never lost a fight. Ask Yen.
Toby's the final boss. I have
Say that
foretold
now.
it. I read it in
He
the
is your patron.
in the cards.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he might be my patron.
The Toby knows all.
Toby knows all. Toby.
Spoopy.
Well, time to get paid.
Yes.
Vern walks outside.
DM, how much am I paying them? Is it like 1,000 gold each? Sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah, 1,000 gold sounds good each.
How about 6,000?
Yeah, how about 10?
How about 1,000 electrum apiece?
No! I didn't agree to this.
I'm gonna leave a trail of
I didn't
electrum
agree to
going
this,
to the
TF.
bar.
Just dump all the electrum on the
It's
bar
just a
right in front of
trail.
Darden. Just like, how many drinks can I get for this shit?
Darnan looks at you and it's just like
None.
Darnan looks at the pile of like greenish looking
No.
coin and is like,
Get that shit out of here.
why in the actual fuck do you all have so much goddamn electrum?
That's the only thing I
You're
could get
telling
to
me
pay.
you don't have this much electrum just sitting around?
Yeah.
No. Do you know why?
I'm
Why?
not paying them in
Because
electrum.
nobody here uses electrum.
Well, today that they are.
I'm not paying them in electrum. That's not fair. I promised gold. It's canon.
Tokens aren't locked. Arrange yourselves as you see fit, please.
All right, right
Cool.
here.
I'm gonna. Oh, Jesus.
Just
Dolphin dive into the
Vern
pit.
just goes and swan dives right into the portal.
cowabunga! Just falls down. Hear a
Splat.
splat.
Listen for the splat and count seconds in between.
And then everybody, you're like, well, that was Vern. And then a few minutes
I'm
later,
okay,
a
guys.
few minutes later, you just kind of hear
Okay.
like a
Ribbit.
small little, as you see, Toby latched on with all four of his little frog legs on Vern's head, and tiny little frog wings, kind of going overtime,
That's canon. He has wings now.
going
He said
overtime,
it. He's a
trying
fairy
to
frog.
carry him all the way back up to the up to the tavern.
He's a fey frog.
Someone to the rescue. It's like the
Cannon.
Lego rescue.
Yeah.
Search and rescue.
I'm calling it. Oops.
I'm trying to remember what you paid them for the last one. Last two.
You see Toby.
I may have notes on that actually. Give me one moment.
See Toby flying me up through the well and grasping my ankle is Meepo.
I told you I'd get you those shits.
I'm back.
Surprise!
Tickle corn?
Tickle corn. I was thinking more like elf pudding.
Oh,
No,
God.
not elf pudding.
No.
I think I
Exactly
only
what you
paid them. I think I only paid them like. I want to say like 500 or 600 gold total for the
Okay.
party. So I should pay them more this time.
I mean, should
Yes.
you?
Yes, because I'm saying so.
Can we
My
get a
money.
card redeemed called gold?
I'm an NPC. I have unlimited funds.
Of electrum.
Just
Yeah,
dump
it's
electrum
where all
all
the
over
electrum's coming from.
No.
The one person in the Sword Coast that runs it.
Darren, and how many electrum is
Purely
it for me
me.
to get a ride back up?
All of the electrum you have.
Well, normally what's the word I'm looking for? The exchange rate for electrum is 2 electrum for 1 gold. However, if you try to use it, I'll charge you an extra one.
How about I go down for free, leave the electrum down there, and you bring me back up?
We'll discuss that deal here in a little bit. That might be,
That might be an option.
that might be an
Gotta get it
option.
away. I'm gonna start currency down in the Underdark.
Okay, Camilla
Yes.
brings about a large bag of sorts. It seemingly has many coin in it. Many coins. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that because it is what it is, and change that. Okay. And inside this bag, like Verm, you are
Ecstatic.
like your little like goblin inner being is about to absolutely have a conniption fit. Like you're just like
Yes.
like
Multi again.
coin.
Shinies.
As she, without putting all the coin like out on the counter table, whatever you want to call it, kind of sets it down with the top open and kind of sets it off so you can see that some portion of the coin kind of spills out of the bag onto the flat surface, so you can see that it's actually full of coin and that there are coin in there, not like rocks or something like that. But she does so as 5,000 electrums start to pour out of this bag.
Darn it, you know what to do.
Get the hell out of my bar.
Oh my god. No, it's 2,500 gold pieces.
2,500 gold. Or 5,000
Take
electrum.
all of it. I don't know, I like the Electrum a little bit more.
I mean, if you want the Electrum,
No.
it can be Electrum.
No.
I don't think Camilla would deal in coins that don't matter, though.
Yeah, I don't see Camilla really dealing with a whole
Platinum,
lot of
gold,
like
jewels.
dwarven societies that use
Yeah.
electrum.
Yep. No, it's not her style.
Yes.
Gold, platinum, jewels. That's her style. So yeah,
Shinies.
I just drop a bunch of gold on the counter for y'all.
Toby, no eating it.
Ribbit.
Are you adding that to the party sheet or?
Already
It's
did.
already in the party sheet.
Okay.
Our bag of holding.
Yep.
Or
Loco's like the mom
bag.
of the group with like the purse, just a never-ending purse.
That's why you should keep taking my missions.
Yeah.
Get more money. Camilla is totally sitting on the bar even though she knows Durnan hates it.
He
And
used.
she's like, around for my fine friends here.
Mm,
I'm in a good mood today.
clearly, you're sitting on my bar.
You like the view, don't lie.
I didn't say anything about the view. I said you're sitting on my bar. As he turns around and grabs a couple of tankards, and you all notice there's math is hard. 7 of you all.
Yeah.
Most time, like this will require maybe one trip with someone with super large arms, like maybe if Borg was trying to carry drinks, or like using an actual serving tray would have all them, but Durnan literally has like all 7 in one hand and he's just filling them all up. And he sets them down on the counter or on the bar counter.
I look at Torrent's face.
Literally right beside Camilla. Kind of slides one down to Band-Aid because he's at that end of the bar. And as he comes back to look at the other 6 tankers that are there and goes, all right, incoming. And you just see him kind of boom, smack the very bottom one or the furthest one away from you all, and all of them start to go whoosh across the bar counter. And the Borg one just kind of woof right towards you. You catch it real quick. Same with you, Yin, and the other three just kind of like hold their hand out, like almost like it was just like a machine in a factory. Just kind of
A machine.
the machine.
Conveyor belt.
Yeah, that just grabs the beer or the ale, and Vern, before you can even like exhale like some semblance of like huzzah, some type of celebratory cheer of sorts, Torrent's already finished with his.
Well, Torrent, nobody's gonna take it from you. Relax.
Sounds about right.
You gotta enjoy it.
Yeah. So Durnan kind of notices that, and he walks over, grabs your tankard, fills it back up, walks back over with another filled tankard, sets it down, looks at Torrent and goes, "Want to have a drinking challenge?" And he downs his and sets it on the counter.
Oh shit. Minigame.
Is he even awake then?
Is he even paying attention?
I don't know. Did we lose him?
No, what would you like me to roll to catch it? If anything.
No, you. He hands you another tankard full, as he has one in his
he
hand
handed
as
it to
well.
me. Sorry, I thought you said he slid it.
Well, the first one, yes. And he looks
okay.
at you because you downed yours real quick before anybody could really do anything.
Yeah, I heard
And-
that part.
And looks at you and just goes, "Drinking challenge," and just downs his and sets his mug on the counter.
I don't know if I want to partake in a drinking challenge against somebody who can't die. Seems like a lose-lose situation.
I mean, I
He's
can die.
He's probably sat around to just see how many he can drink without blacking out many times.
It's like
I
Doctor
mean,
Strange.
you're
When he's
not-
like, there's.
You're not wrong.
It's like Doctor Strange. That there's one chance in 30 million of situations where we win this. It's like him dying.
So, yeah, sure, I guess so. How many have I had already? Just one?
Just the one.
And not counting the stuff I've been having this whole time, entire day.
I mean,
Okay.
that's on you, but we yeah. Like here in the since you arrived back at the Yawning Portal Tavern, you literally just had the one.
Okay, so yeah, sure. I'll take back the second one.
Okay.
Partake in the drinking contest.
Smash the mug down.
All right. I think we might need something a little stronger than just the common ale. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab the good stuff.
Oh, could you get me some, please?
Sure. And
You're the
he
Bringing the goblin wine out.
no, he walks back.
No, not that.
He walks into the back, and he comes out carrying like a large keg on his shoulder. Sets it down.
Dies.
Yeah, he sets it down in one of the like keg racks. He screws in and taps in the valve tap for it. Excuse me. Zosa, if Ben were here, would immediately look at this barrel and kind of notice, like, and be like, "Oh no, he brought out the dwarven ale."
Oh.
I'll yell to Yen, 5 on Durnan.
Why would I bet against Durnan?
I was like,
Too bad.
Right.
Bet against me, please. I need more gold.
No.
You don't believe in Torrent?
I've been around long enough to know who's gonna win this battle.
I mean, dice happen, so.
I'll put 5 on Torrent. Torrent, you better not let me down, you little shit.
Yeah, I'll put 5 on.
I'm bigger than you are.
You're right.
I'll put 5 on the table.
Okay, and then of course, I mean, you don't see the. I'm not bothering with putting all those tokens on this map just to delete them. But yeah, like you see, like the regulars and the other like tavern. There's a word for it. Patrons start to see this go down. They hear you, making bets, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, I've got 3 on the big guy, or I've got 10 on the blue one."
Why does the Yawning Portal have to be like this?
It's the Yawning Portal, man. Welcome to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
It's where all the alcoholics hang.
Torrent lived
Yep.
it. He,
You lived in the sewers.
he's a native. Yeah, he just ate pizza all the time and hung out in the sewers
Sounds
Said
about right.
Cowabunga,
With the-
unironically.
Cowabunga, dude.
with his 4 turtle monks and their were-rat master.
Yep, that sounds right. All that sounds right.
That all tracks.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you see Durnan grab like a large assortment, or I guess like a large number of mugs and tankards, and he sets up what appears to be like you're guessing anywhere between 20 to 30 mugs in 2 rows on the counter. Obviously the first one in front of the 2 of you, and then going down the bar. And then at the very end you see like 2 strange things that don't look like mugs. They look more like boots.
Oh.
Das Boots.
Das Boots.
That's
No.
At the end of the line, and he looks at you and he just goes, "Well, you are a drunken master, so this should be interesting to say the least. Just so you know, this is extremely strong dwarven ale that has been well, it's dwarven ale. Do I really need to say more? But it's been aged for at least 500 to 600 years, so this shit is stout."
500 to 600.
So
Nothing.
he grabs his mug and just goes, "Cheers and good luck." He clanks your mug and is like, "You ready to start?"
As ready as I'll ever be.
I start a chant for Torrent.
All right, let's go.
Alright.
And that won his
Alright.
first check.
Start banging on the bar.
Yep. So you down your first one and you go, you both finish it pretty much the exact same time. You go to grab the second one. You both down at the same time. You go to grab that third one. And as you start drinking it, roll me a Constitution save.
Oh boy.
You can't lose to a grandma and a bartender that's 30 years old, or probably 300.
I was about to say.
I'll lose to a grandma and a grandpa. You're gonna
When did that happen?
arm wrestle.
Oh.
Oh,
Because 37 is now being a grandma.
Yeah.
just like 40.
Yeah, we round up.
We round up in this group.
Yeah.
I thought Yenia was young again.
You heard it first, everybody.
Again,
Yeah.
but when she arm
you're-
wrestled Torrent, she wasn't.
If you're over the age of 30, you're old.
Yeah,
Oh
That's how it is.
you start drinking,
I'm
like
12.
you get your third mug and you start to down it, and you kind of feel like, oh yeah, he wasn't kidding. This dwarven ale, it's some good stuff. It's way stronger than 99% of anything else that you partake in. But you're like, I got this, no problem, and you just keep trudging on through, and then you and Durnan are literally just keeping pace for pace, just one after another. It's like you're downing these huge tankards of dwarven ale like they're little tiny shots, just and then you get to the fifth one and you start to down it. Need another constitution save.
Oh boy,
Crack babies.
that's not as confident.
You kind of feel, that yep, stuff is strong, no doubt. But you're holding it together, and you're like, you're just like, I can't go out like this early on in, Durnan, what will Durnan think? He'll just laugh at me every time I order a drink, and you're like, no, I must not fail my master. And what would Splinter think? And
Oh my god.
His name's not Splinter. His name's got to be Woodchip. We can't breach the copyright.
I never said your master was a mutated rat, so we're fine.
So I did though.
Yeah, right.
Master Oogway.
Yeah, Master Uwe.
Just an
But
older
you're
turtle.
still managing to keep up with him pace for pace. Just like the crowd is absolutely losing it. Like they can't believe you're still up. And also at the same time, they're hoping like one of the two passes out so they can just reach over and grab a drink. You know what I mean? And you down the 6th drink, the 7th drink, the 8th drink. You get to the 9th one. Durnan is still like just kind of like casually, keeping pace with you, grabbing one, just kind of like looking at you, making eye contact with you when he drinks it, and just. And as you're downing the 9th drink, you need another con save.
I'm losing steam.
Yeah, you're starting to
Good thing you won
lose steam.
Inspiration.
Oh yeah, you did win inspiration if you actually want to use it.
Waste my real inspiration.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
know about
do
that.
you really want to lose this?
I could save that for a life or death situation.
I thought it
That's
didn't
true.
carry over between
This
games.
is life or death.
They carry over.
No,
don't
they carry over. It's just everybody.
You guys do it different. Okay.
Yeah, it's just not everybody gets inspiration every single game.
We're better.
The
Can
one
I
we
give
roll
Can I
for
give
was-
him my inspiration? Because I have 2.
I mean, if you want to,
Well, hell yeah.
that's up to
Okay,
you.
I'll give that to Torrent.
I'm gonna bungle this up. Got word. Wow, actually, sorry, it's still the same. Oh shit.
The same,
Sorry, rolled
like,
something else
you-
on the screen.
You're on your 9th mug and you're starting to down it, and you get about halfway through and you start feeling that woozy that you haven't felt in a long time, and you're like, whoa, okay. And
There you go.
at this point in time, like, you notice that Durnan is about, you're guessing, like a mug or 2 ahead of you now.
Oh man.
Oh, this is a race?
Give him guidance, hurry, Band-Aid.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a race-ish, but it's also kind of more see how much you can get to without passing out type of thing,
Oh, it's an endurance race.
It's an endurance race. Like, if you finish, like, but you don't finish first, it's like you can still say that you finished. You know what I mean?
I kept
Like
your
you
wounds.
you don't get the bragging rights of saying that you beat Durnan in a drinking contest, but you drank all the drink. You know what I mean?
Held my own.
Yeah, you held your
I
own.
cast,
Hey,
I cast
like
cure wounds to help the liver.
I like
Yeah,
how
right.
Band-Aids like use the force. He's got
Use
the
the
guidance
He just
on.
booped you right. Just boop.
The
He just
grandfather.
tapped you on the head.
He whispers in your ear.
grandfather tree.
The grandfather tree says to open your throat a little bit wider.
Oh my
Oh my
That's
god.
not what I want to hear.
He puts his hand on
Oh,
his shoulder and says, "You can do this." And
There you
cast
go.
guidance.
You can do
There you
it.
go.
Let our people win.
The
Oh my god.
RPness is real.
Oh god.
Oh no.
God.
Pinky
So
duff.
Football.
right.
Sorry, Loco.
Thank you, dude.
So you're still drinking. You're drinking, and you get 2 more down. Give me another con save, buddy.
This will apply automatically,
It
right?
can only be
Yes.
better, right?
Cool. Renewed energy.
Do you have a
Didn't
no,
apply,
no,
so-
check.
I got a
Slightly.
I got 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Here you go.
Oh, just awesome. It's like you feel like, okay, you know, I had a stumble, but now I'm focused again. I've got this. I've found my stride again, you know. Like Stella just got her groove back. Let's go. Let's do this.
Put
And-
hand
Father
on his
tree.
shoulder. Well done. Keep it up.
Camilla's just casually drinking this stuff, like,
Open your throat a little bit wider.
yeah.
Relax the back of your throats, and the
Oh my-
liquid will just pour down into your gullet.
Uh,
I don't know if I trust that.
Right?
Yeah.
Probably don't do it.
That's for the OnlyFans.
That's right.
It's science.
yeah,
I hate you, Duff.
OnlyFans content.
The Yawning Portal only fans.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Only at Praetor's Rejects.
That's right. So you
Raiders
you-
only.
you start to kind of like gain some steam again. You're catching up to Dernan. He's only like 1 mug ahead of you, maybe at most, you know, because now you're like, yes, like renewed energy, like renewed focus. You're like, I got this.
Catch up,
So
catch up.
you down a couple more, and I need another safe.
Do it.
Torrent.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh no.
That's not
Plus the
good
4.
at all.
Don't
Oh, boy.
barf.
Use the inspiration.
Plus the 4.
Use it.
You can have mine. Just take it.
Plus 4, but I don't think the 4 could say. Just use yours.
Use it on
Yeah.
the next one.
Oh,
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 14's not bad.
plus the guidance.
Ooh.
There you go.
All
okay,
right.
now I'm out of inspiration.
Barely,
That's all you
barely
get.
holding this together.
goes
all
down the
you
wrong
get.
pipe a
You're-
little bit, and then it's fine.
yeah.
It's like you're still somehow keeping it together. Like this drive that you have in your drunken monk brain is just like keeping, like the only thing going on in your mind is just like eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize, and you're just you're just down on him, trying to catch up to him, and you finally get to the last mug, and you dip it back. I need another safe.
Face
This one's
plants
for
into the bar.
money. Aw. Not
Do you
too
get-
bad.
Do I get that guidance?
How long do you get guidance for?
Oh.
It's just for one roll.
Recast it.
Oh. Just keep giving it to him.
Oh.
Oh.
You get there and you start to kind of go like, oh, this is the last one, right? Because I'm starting to see more than just the one.
I mean, were there always? Do
like-
you have a brother, Dernan? I didn't know that you had a twin.
I don't.
I didn't know there were two.
Oh
of you.
wait, I see what's happening. That's a good one.
Is
And-
Dernan even feeling the effect of this, or is he still stone faced?
No, he's fine.
What a champ! He's my new drunken master, my new
Yep.
sensei.
So like it takes you a lot longer to finish your final mug before, you know, like Darnan is just kind of like sitting there waiting for you to catch up at this point because he's just wanting to see what would happen.
Of course he does.
And you finally finish it. It takes this one, like the other ones, you were down in like they were shots of water at one point. This one seems to take you like a minute or two, and like the crowd is going like, oh, there's a hush that washes over them, and they're like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Is he gonna puke? Is he gonna pass out? Like, what's gonna happen? But you barely like somewhat catch glimpses of what some of the patrons are saying, and you're just like, I'm gonna pass out. No, I don't think so. And then you grab the giant metal boot, and you go to grab it, and it feels like it is full, like this boot or greave or whatever you want to call it for fantasy times feels like at least 3, if not 4 of those mugs in one.
Got this, Torrent.
And you're just like,
do it, Torrent.
oh man, this is gonna take a lot. This is gonna take a lot. And Durnan grabs his and looks over at you, and he's like, color me impressed. I'm surprised you made it at least to the end. Let's see if you can finish the race, shall we? As he starts drinking his and you start drinking yours.
Band-Aid moves away.
That's
in
why.
Everybody
anticipation of
starts
Torrent.
moving away.
Yeah, I don't want to get puked on.
Camilla is gonna levitate slightly over the bar. In
Black
case there's a
so
spill.
no.
Yep.
I'll throw up in Verm's rat coat.
Yeah. Well, no, the rat coat completely finally dissolved.
yeah,
remember? I need
Don't worry, Torrent.
another Constitution
I'm not
save.
kidding. I'm totally levitating.
Don't worry, Torrent. I'll hold your hair back.
You've got another guidance. Ooh,
Oh.
come on now.
Oh, it could be 20.
18.
18, nice.
Damn, almost a dirty 20.
Yep. This one, it's like there's something like you don't know. It's like if you hear like the words in the back of your subconscious of Master Woodchip, his advice and like his words of guidance and words of wisdom throughout all of your training starting to come through, and you're just like ugh. Like with this fervor and focus that you normally don't have when you've been drinking this much. You just go. You start.
Whoa. Sorry.
Hi. And you get you start getting towards what I would say is like maybe the last third of this massive drink, and all of a sudden like you start having to slow down because you feel the effects of all of this really old, well-aged, stout dwarven ale starting to take hold on you.
Everybody's backing up.
But you do still somewhat like manage to keep enough of yourself together to remember to turn the boot at the right time. And you're like, and like, just like when you've overeaten it, like, you know, large Thanksgiving dinner of sorts, like you've got to like force like the last quarter of your plate of food because you don't want it to go to waste.
I couldn't eat another bite.
I don't think I've
Oh
been
my
there
God.
before.
And you're just like, oh,
My liver.
oh, like each gulp is like a trying task, and you finally finish it. You're like, oh man, I finished. And you set the boots down, and you just see Durnan standing there. His boots just like laying on the bar, and he's just standing there with his arms crossed, looking at you. He's like, well, you finished. I'll be damned. Give me another
Surprise.
Constitution save.
Oh. It's funny.
Throw up on Durnan as he says that.
Oh no.
That's
Yes.
I'll use mine.
Yes.
No. Gross.
Didn't want to waste it, but that didn't even happen. I call for a refund.
In your mind, you look to Durnan and you're like, you start to speak to him and you're like, of course I finished. It was, you know, a very, you know, it was definitely a lot more difficult of a battle than, you know, a race, a test of endurance, if you will, than I thought it would be. Clearly you are the champion and the master of this, and you know, I believe, you know, Master Woodchip would still be proud and honored of my valiant efforts and everything. That's what you hear in your head. Everybody else in the bar is here just like, Woodchip. And
Who the fuck is Woodchip?
right, and like this is going on as all of a sudden it looks like Durnan is starting to shrink down in size. As you realize now, you're starting to see the ceiling of the bar as you just fall back. Poof.
There he goes.
There he goes.
I take 5 gold out of his pocket. I take mine off the bar to put his up there. No, it's just.
Camilla is literally like levitating. She still looks like she's sitting on the bar, but she's just levitating slightly. Oh, I expected him to make a mess. I'm glad he didn't, though.
If Master
Spoke
Woodchip
too
is
soon.
right,
Night is not
I
over.
think that you-
It's not
That's true.
All the liquid's gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
You see him call for one of the bar workers, assistants, barmaids, whatever they're called in Waterdeep.
Wench.
Wench.
Yeah,
gonna
when
start-
sure.
Girl,
He's gonna start doing the exorcist and start throwing up.
And he's
I
like,
need a bucket.
he leans over to her and just goes, make sure, well, this is the one he's referring to is the large half-orc lady that you remember from
Oh, yeah.
way a long time ago.
That was
Um,
forever ago.
Yeah, that was
Woodchip?
forever ago.
No, just.
Yagra?
Yeah, there you go. I think that's her name. I can't
One who
remember.
Yeah.
killed those people?
No, Durnan killed the people. She was just there and
Yeah,
was
she-
like,
She
Okay.
She killed.
She got beat up a
killed the
little
one
bit, I'm
guy.
pretty sure.
Yeah, she did.
she took some damage. She held her own against one, but Durnan pretty much wiped him out.
That's right.
And you see him lean over to her and it's like, make sure you take the tarp up onto his bed, if you don't mind. Put a bucket up there too. And she just kind of like looks over and is like, heh, das boot, and walks away. And Durnan, you hear Durnan kind of look around the bar. Everybody's still kind of like, that was great. And he's like, it's been a long time since I felt that kind of exhilaration again. He's like, a round for everybody. And everybody's like, oh yeah, we get the dwarven ale, yeah. And he's like, I don't think so, dumbass. You're getting the normal ale. And they're all like, oh, hey, free beer, you know.
Yay.
Yeah, woo. And Torrent is having happy little woodchip dreams on the bottom.
Woodchip dreams.
If Master Woodchip were here today,
I'm gonna
he
go
would be proud
cast
of me.
Spare the Dying on him.
Yeah.
Spare the dying. Oh my god.
Band-Aid, you walk over to Torrent and like you don't know if like you like want to shake your head or just be like you fought well or good job, you know, type of thing. But just
Pat
to
him
be
on the
on the
head.
safe side, you go to try to cast Spare the Dying.
No, I'm not getting over there. I don't want to get puked on.
Right.
No
Well, I mean, I believe. Well, regardless, like you go to try to cast Spare the Dying, it seems to like fail on you. Like you're like that's weird. And then you realize, oh, he's not actually dying yet. He's just passed out drunk.
With that investigation check, do I find his pride on the ground?
Oh my god.
No, just.
No.
It's not hard to find.
I think I maintained that. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
Never
He
happened.
maintained his pride. He finished all that massive amount of drink. He's just in you know happy la la woodchip land right
Happy
now.
go-go.
Yeah.
But
You proud Woodchip?
I did you
Senor
proud wood
Woodchipper.
chip? Oh,
I
senor
need you
wood
to
chip.
believe in me, Woodchip.
I'll come at you like a spider monkey.
Slingshot, Torrent! Slingshot!
Shake and bake, Torrent.
Shake and bake.
Man, this is the weirdest stream.
It really
A
is.
lot like Talladega Nights. I don't think we can breach copyright like that.
Stop breaking the fourth wall. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my
if you're,
gosh.
if you're
Around
breaking
on
the
the
fourth
floor.
wall, it doesn't matter.
Camilla will settle back down onto the bar, making sure that Durnan can see her do it, because she's a little shit like that.
Mhm.
But he's busy serving up his free round, so she's just like, while she's on the counter. But she settles on the bar near Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's like you've noticed, like Durnan's been at this for a long time.
He's used to my bullshit.
Well,
Come
yeah,
on.
that too. But and just like when you saw him like just literally carrying 7 mugs with like the grasp in one hand, you know, old dude has been at this for a very long time. So like any slight, you know, faster way to do something, you know, a trick of the trade, if you will, he's probably the one who came up with it. And like you see, like he somehow, like he's just cranking out mugs full of ale, like it's nothing, and it's just like one after another. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
it doesn't even seem like he turns the tap off, but like a drop never hits the ground, you know. It's just like, and before you, faster than any of you all can believe it, like the whole tavern has their drink. I mean, he didn't have to go far. They all kind of rushed the bar, and he's just putting them up on the bar and they're taking them. But still, it's very impressive to fill that many drinks that quickly.
He also invented a term called tavern.
Yeah.
That's how old he is.
Do not speak of the old magics, boy. I was there when they were created.
Yep. I like that you even said it in the Durnan voice. That's the best part.
That's right.
That's right.
So, Band-Aid, you see all this commotion going on. You see your friend muttering about wood chips and the floor.
Oh, I'm still on the floor. I thought she dragged me away. There you go.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is all like RP shenanigan stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you know, you just witnessed Torrent and Durnan go head to head in a drinking contest, and Torrent didn't. He finished it, didn't die, as far as you know.
Oh.
As far as you know.
He's gonna have a hell of a hangover tomorrow.
Yeah.
It was a hard-fought victory.
I will never understand the way people carry on over the alcohol.
Is he saying that like to Camilla specifically or just out loud?
He's kind of just looking down the bar as he says it, but he's not saying it loud enough for anybody else to hear it.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay. The rest of you all, what are you doing? You again, you also were witness to whatever you want to call that.
I'll give Yen 5 gold. Some bullshit.
Should have just stuck with your initial gut feeling there, Verm.
But then there's no fun in that.
You could have bet with a random bar patron.
They probably would have backed out.
Maybe.
It's true.
They would have to take an arrow to the knee.
Oh my god.
Well, they wouldn't be backing very far then, so.
Nope. Durnan, you should start a fight pit.
He just kind of like looks at you and is like, shh.
My bad. Nobody talks
Fight
about
club.
it. My bad. My bad.
The first
Rule
rule
one,
of the
my bad.
fight pit, you don't talk about the fight pit.
Oh, I
Where-
have to go.
Where's the fight pit?
I'll tell you later.
Camilla knows where it is. I'm just gonna say that's canon, because of course she does.
Of course she does.
I wanted to see how Toby fares against some people.
I want to see Toby versus Camilla right now.
What time of day is it?
It's the middle of the day and we're getting trashed.
I'll say, like
10 a.m.
after your whole investigative deal that pretty much took most of the day, and then you all, instead of waiting, decided to go at night, which was the right decision. And then you had the battle, and then getting questioned by the guards. I will say it's maybe, like in real world terms, maybe probably about 1 o'clock.
I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's
1
right.
o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock a.m.?
1 in the afternoon.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Remember, you all didn't go to bed last night.
Took a
Yes.
short rest though.
I'm
If that
fine.
counts.
Miss Camilla, I must excuse myself. I hope you will forgive me. I'm very weary, and I must get some rest.
Of course.
He's gonna head to his room. If he has one. If not, he's gonna get one.
I'm not gonna really, at this point, I'm not gonna bother making you all worry about if you have rooms. You have rooms. You have more
Yeah.
than enough coin
We're the expendables.
to here. I'll do this. Hold on. Watch this. And there. You have rooms for the rest of the campaign. Cool.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I go to sleep too.
Yeah, I would probably be way tired after. Way tired and hurt still a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, after everybody retreats, Camilla goes and does her own thing. She probably has a room here, but none of you know that.
I lay there.
You just lay there on the floor. Just like, I'm done. This is my life now. Probably when you guys wake up, Camilla's no longer around.
Why?
Unless you
Why
needed
did you
me.
send that to me?
Unless you need me for more things.
Why?
I don't want to know what
be-
y'all are
be-
talking about.
That was out of nowhere.
I know, because I'm an asshole like that. Okay, so everybody basically goes to rest up, and all the excitement and everything. Like, you almost kind of forgot that y'all haven't been haven't had a long rest in a while. Some of y'all are still physically wounded and stuff from the, can't even still wrap your head around the battle that you all had. The night before, was it night before? Yeah, night before, night up, whatever you want to call it. and you all, I'll say, whether it's the bar staff or people in the party or someone, or even Camilla tries to help them get Torrent back to his room, because you just don't want to leave him there.
True friends don't let friends pass out drunk and leave them behind.
I guess Camilla's your true friend now.
Cool.
Yes.
Got it. Yes, Vern.
Okay.
Oh my
Is this the
God.
first altercation I've had with him? Is this?
No, Toby talks to you all the time. At least you think it's Toby. I mean, it could be just voices in your head. You are a crazy little goblin.
Toby doesn't like Yen. I just found that out.
You don't know if it's like necessarily doesn't like Yin, or if Toby's just as much of a smartass as Vern is, or if Vern gets it from Toby. Like, you're not sure.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh my God, you don't know where
mysteries.
Verm ends and Toby begins.
That's right. Their minds have melded into
They're the
one
same.
being.
They're the same person.
Same
Yes.
person.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have a conversation with Toby.
Yeah.
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 That's really all Toby says. Is just yeah.
Yeah. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
This is the first full sentence he's made, and man, was it a fucking opener. Jesus Christ.
I want to know what you're sending to him. What the hell?
I'll tell you like after session.
Okay. Okay.
He only sent me one sentence. It was just really, it just caught me off guard.
The timing was great. Damn it, now I can't even think.
I'm still laughing at the other thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, like, the few the remaining, I guess, party members that are there, you kind of see Camilla help with making sure everybody gets to their rooms, especially Torrent, and because you don't want to leave the guy just laying there on the ground. Like, you're pretty sure that if anybody tried anything or tried to steal shit, like, Durnan would probably catch him and be more than capable of handling it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you don't want to take that chance because anything's possible, So you make sure.
I might need him in the future. I don't want him to get.
You're right. So everybody makes their way up to their rooms to get a much needed rest, unless anybody else has something that they want to do before so. Anybody?
Do I get a knock on my door about Fight Club?
Yes. It's Camilla at the door. She's ready to take you to the Fight Club now.
Oh no.
It's time for your initiation.
Toby might be out for blood right now. There's something going on with him tonight.
It's a full moon
Yeah.
in the middle of the day.
I will say, meta-wise, I haven't finished putting Toby's stuff together, so
Aw.
Okay, no Fight Club yet. Next
No
time.
Fight Club.
Next time I'm on the show.
Yeah.
we'll figure something out for that.
Yes.
So everybody's good with getting a long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than
Yeah,
half.
give me a long rest. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, like you need it.
To be fair, you only need a short rest.
All right, everybody takes a
I don't
long
even
rest.
think I technically need to sleep because I'm an elf, right?
You're a half elf, so you don't get trance.
No, I'm high
your
elf.
warlock
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
gives
that's
you-
right. I was thinking of Zosa. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have to.
Yeah, I only have to do the trance
You
thing.
only have to do 4 hours basically, instead of the
Yeah.
8. It's pretty good.
Sleep is for the weak.
Hashtag team no sleep.
Mm-hmm. Literally, Camilla.
You're right. Me too sometimes. So you all wake up and you all start to make your way. Just for the sake of this, everybody except for Torrent. Well, Torrent and Camilla probably won't even be there, but everybody else, just go ahead and roll initiative to see who wakes up first, or gets up first, or is up and
Not
about
me.
first.
That was shit for me. Me and Yen at the same time. Please tell me and Yen don't lead this.
I don't need
Oh.
to roll, you said, right?
No.
Okay.
Borg waking up real quick.
I was gonna say I have like crazy initiative bonus.
I have a
Yeah.
+9 and I rolled a 12.
Oh yeah, I also have a +9.
Also, I will say, Band-Aid and Yin, because you kind of made sure to announce that you were tired and you know all that, that you went to bed like way earlier than the rest. Go ahead and roll your initiatives again. Wow, the exact same thing. Wow.
Dude.
Dang.
Okay.
Both.
Derpity
What are
derp.
the odds?
Wow.
What are the odds, guys? I'm confused.
Fantasy
So-
Grounds duplicate.
Apparently, holy.
There's more than
moly.
one band-aid. I knew it.
It's his doppelganger.
He is a duplicate. Okay, so let me look. Okay, Borg, you get up first, and you're kind of like stretching out your massive, huge bugbear arms, and you're like, "Oh, that was needed. Oh, I feel better now." And you're like, "I'm hungry."
Oh my god.
I could go for some food. So
Toby.
like, where's Toby?
Where's Toby?
So you exit your room, and you're just your mind is focused on, I'm hungry, I want to go get food. So you start walking, you know, around the hallways to get back towards the stairs. You walk past Torrent's room. You kind of stop for a second. You're like, what? Hold on. You take a step back and you look at the door handle of his room, and there seems to be a very fine, ornate, very fancy and thin and lightweight, almost partially see-through type, like fancy silk lace blackish bra hanging on it that seems to be caught in the door, in between the door and the door frame.
What the fuck?
I have no knowledge of this.
What happens in Waterdeep stays
No,
in
you're
Waterdeep.
He wasn't
asleep.
that drunk.
He's gonna open the door. Just
You-
for
Oh
fun.
my
all right,
god.
you carefully open the door,
I wouldn't.
and you look,
Too
you
late.
just kind of poke in, and you still see Torrent is just like passed out, like completely out cold, on his bed, and just you know, like the sheets and the bedding is all kind of like tousled about, bundled up certain areas, just, whatever. It's like you can tell like he didn't just like walk in there, pass out on top of the bed, you know what I mean? And you start looking around, and then all of a sudden, like, you see, kind of look down at the brazier that was stuck in between the door and the door frame and latched onto the door handle. Kind of look at that, and then you see another bit of type of undergarments that seem to match that seems to cover a different area of the body, laying on the ground next to Torrent's bed.
But Borg doesn't see anybody else but Torrent.
Right, now you don't see anybody else but Torrent. As you kind of like you step in to make sure that you don't actually see anybody else in there, like maybe they heard you open the door and they like hid, you know what I mean? Just to make sure like nobody broke in, while he was comatose to the world. You kind of like look around and you're like, okay, well, yeah, there's nobody in here, okay. And then you kind of see like a folded note on a flat surface of like some makeshift nightstand / table looking ordeal in his room. You go to look at this folded note and you're like, and you kind of look over to Torrent, and then you look back at the note, then you look back over to Torrent, then you look back at the note, then you look at the floor, then you look at the door, then you look at Torrent. You get the idea. So this goes on for about 20 seconds in your head. You're just like, what the 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 4. Carry the 2, multiply by the square root of pi, and
Oh my god.
and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, and then you grab it and you carefully open it up, and it's very like a very, I don't want to say like overly calligraphized fancy note, but it is you can definitely tell this note was written with an elegant flow of the hand, and it's
Yes, let's go with that.
yeah, it's very nice. It's nice, like it's well written, but not it's not like the beginning letter is like half of a painting of of artwork on it.
Had to write his essay.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly,
God.
exactly. Yeah. But it's very very elegant in its flow, and its like overall even like proportion matching of each individual letter, and the spacing and alignment is almost perfect, that you can tell.
It's very neat and artful.
Yeah, it's very neat and artful and elegant and very smooth and flowing. And you're kind of you're reading it, and some of the words are like more, I guess, city folk type of words, like you don't quite understand all of them, but you kind of get the gist. I mean, he is a bugbear barbarian that's not from Waterdeep.
It's signed wood chip.
Yeah, oh my god, that'd be funny.
Love wood chip.
But basically, with the gist of it that you get from it is along the lines of, last night was amazing, thanks for the show, and then the show after, with a set of like lips that appear to be pressed on by lipstick, with
Familiar color.
yeah, with a familiar color that you can tell, with Camilla's name signed at the bottom.
He's gonna,
Lucky Borg knows how to read.
That's true.
Yeah, the only one he would know that would write like that's Camilla, even if he didn't see her name at the bottom of the sheet. But he'll chuckle, "You lucky bastard," and he'll walk out.
You slut.
Wow.
The grandfather tree condemns you.
The grandfather tree condemns you.
That was not a character.
All right, so then everybody else kind of comes to, minus Torrent, as you see Borg kind of like exiting out of Torrent's room. You see him kind of like trying to quietly shut the door, as to not wake him up or make a whole lot of noise, you know what I mean? And then he's kind of like, okay, he turns around and all of you all are standing behind him.
What's
are you
happening?
doing, Borg?
Did you have a good night?
Notices brazier on the floor at the door.
Yeah, do we notice the what's on the door?
Yeah. Yeah.
Borg, what did you
Is that
do last
yours,
night?
Borg?
No, it's on Torrent's door.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah,
Torrance.
no, but Borg just came out of Torrent's door.
That's right. He did.
Oh.
Borg,
He must be very tight on you.
we don't kink shame here, Borg.
Yeah, don't kink
Form-fitting.
shame.
All he's gonna say is he was checking on Torrent. He's gonna turn.
In what way were you checking on him?
Yes, whatever you want to call it. Yes.
This is exactly what I wanted.
I'm gonna kind of
I'm so
peek my
happy.
head in and see what exactly the state of the room looks like.
For the sake of brevity, pretty much the exact same thing that I
Yeah.
told you. But you, from the doorway now, you can kind of notice that note that was seemingly pressed flat. You can tell as, like, you know, if you fold a piece of paper closed and then you open it back up and then you try to like just push it back down, it kind of, you know, stays up. You can see the note over on the nightstand has been opened, but then kind of folded back and set back in place.
You're gonna leave before he wakes up, Borg? That's so rude.
Oh my god.
Does it kind of look like a bugbear messed the room up a little bit?
I'm gonna try to insight check this because I want to say that.
This is
Bitches.
I
hysterical.
kind of get the concept. I'll ask Borg what was on the paper. What did you write?
It's not what I did, but what Camilla may have done. And he'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna sneak up to Torrent in his bed. I'm just gonna clap next to his ear.
I don't know.
Poor
You want me to roll? You want me to roll perception for that?
I can roll spell check too if you
So
want.
drunk.
Yeah, roll. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Roll stealth. Well, no,
Me?
not
Oh,
you.
him?
Him.
Okay.
And you, Torrent, because you are kind of passed out and really passed out. Go ahead and. Yeah, roll perception with disadvantage.
Mm.
Good
Seems
luck.
fair.
369.
I got
All right,
nothing.
cool. Yeah, you got nothing, man. You are completely oblivious that apparently your room has become the center focal point of the party's amusement at this current state and time.
After he claps, I say, I mutter, Master Chip, please, I can't do another push-up.
Aw.
Master Woodchip, no, I can't do any more push-ups.
No, we're
I'm just gonna kind of look back at the party.
Did
Be like-
Camilla change her name?
I'm gonna turn back. I'm just gonna kind of shake him awake.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna be like, Torrent, what happened to you?
What do I feel him trying to wake me up?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna shake
he
you.
shakes you awake. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you give consent?
How abrupt is it? How abrupt does he wake me up? Like, am I shooken? Like,
I
does
mean,
he
you know, he's,
startle me?
you're not really startled, but you're kind of, you can tell that, you know, like if you're in the middle of a very like intense dream and all of a sudden you get woke up, there's like kind of that transition point between dream and, you know, actual reality. You're just kind of like, no, Master Woodchip, I can't do any more push-ups. Oh, hi, Vern. Wait, what? Yeah.
Well, I'm a little annoyed that he woke me up, but I put two fingers against his big green forehead and I push him away.
I'll ask. He's like, do you remember what happened here?
Everything's kind of fuzzy. I remember a boot and a tarp, and something about a push-up.
I'll walk over to where the note is. I'll hand it to him, and I'm just gonna leave. I'm just
Okay. I'll open it.
I'm gonna
upside down
slingshot.
at first.
I'm gonna slingshot the broad him too from the door. I'm just gonna.
Across the room, yes.
Deflect missiles.
I use my last key point, and I roll a 1d10 to deflect all of the damage.
The broad damage.
I deflect it back at him.
Deflect it back. You slingshot it back.
Do I maybe need to roll? I don't think it does enough damage to feel 1d.
No,
It doesn't do any damage.
I'm just gonna say he slingshots the very
Just say
fanciful
more.
brazier towards you, and you just, without even looking, you're just like, catch it.
Just like swat it out of the air. Just
Catch it without even looking away from the note.
Yeah, and you're just kind of like, you know, like when you sometimes wake up out of a very deep sleep, like it takes a minute for your eyes to like to quit, you know, auto focusing and like actually maintain focus on something. So you're kind of doing that, trying to read this note. And like I said, with your training with Master Woodchip and everything,
oh my god.
like you don't even have to like
now.
look up, and you just grab it out of the air, and you're just like.
The note says "nice our penis." It was nice and hard.
Nice
Right.
art team.
Wow.
Nice hard our penis.
Right, that's right. So you read that, you see the lipstick on the note, and then like you look in your hand and you realize what you're holding. Then you look down at the ground, and then you look at the door. Then you look at the note. Then you look at your hand. You get the idea. And then you finally start. All the puzzle pieces fall together.
Do you do the Breakfast Club fist in the air?
Its reaction would be like, well, I don't think I saw that coming. That was really unexpected.
Neither did she.
Let's just let's not say anything about this.
I don't think you're in any room or position to say that. Torrent, maybe you lay off the dwarven ale for a little bit.
Like for the Torrent's going to become mostly sober. This was the wake up call.
Just slightly sober.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Right. Oh man, there's a little fly in my room. Oh.
Oh no.
I've been getting that this whole time. They're flying in front of my monitors. It's driving me insane.
Open the window, open the window.
Yeah, but it's all the way over there.
No, it's not snowing right now.
No, it's like it's not flying in front of the monitors, but it's flying up like where the what's the word I'm looking for here? Diffused light is over here. So like I see like 3 shadows of it kind of on the wall, and I'm like, what
Studio
the?
light.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Torrance, you kind of come to, and you just had this shocking revelation kind of unfolded before you that apparently you had a very eventful night in more way than one.
Well,
and
I'm not me when I'm in the drink. That's why Master Chip made me leave.
Made you leave where?
Backstory.
Sewers.
Now we get backstory.
I haven't been the same since that day.
How many push-ups did he make you do?
Another
I
time.
overheard.
Another time.
No.
I'm sure I'll have time on the road to tell you.
The only question is though, when you were doing the deed, were you imagining your master or?
I don't even remember anything between the boot and waking up. Probably for the best.
Well, I just walk away.
Yeah. I guess I'll get out of bed.
Yeah, there is no sign anywhere other than what's in the room of your mysterious employer.
Yep. Band-Aid's gonna quickly turn his head. He doesn't know what he's.
Is Band-Aid
like, no,
is Band-Aid
this
looking
isn't
through the door at me?
I was in the back, yeah.
What do I
until
do
you
with-
started to get out of bed.
He was in the closet.
What do I do with these? Do I just leave these on the
No,
floor?
he's out. He's already gone.
Am I supposed to
Give
clean
him to
this up?
Durnan. He'll hold on to them for her.
Yeah, he'll hang it up.
That's not a...
It's
These voices in my head are giving me really good ideas. I don't know if it's the dwarven ale, but I'll
Hopefully, you do not have itching and burning. I do not have cure disease as a spell.
You know what? Kotor, make another con save.
we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's a shame that it's a shame that you do not see our naturally resistant.
Why are you sending them to me? Why? Why?
Because your reactions to the random things I every once in a blue moon send you are priceless.
This has nothing to do with my character either.
No, it's what your character sees.
Bandit, why did you just take a sniff of that?
Ow.
I'll gather those. I'll gather those up into, I guess, something like a small bag.
A Ziploc bag.
Snatch it out of Band-Aid's hand and put it in a bag.
An evidence bag.
Yeah.
One's hanging from Toby's mouth.
Oh no.
Just no.
And I'll rejoin the group. Rejoin the party. Tora has
Holding the bag.
I hate it here.
Yeah. You look down to grab the second piece of quote evidence, as you put it, and you're like, where did it go? And then you just look up, and Toby's wearing it like an eye patch. It's
Oh my god.
just big enough to cover that one eye.
Toby.
Just big enough.
Welp.
Frog.
And so you just kind of go, all right, no, I don't think so. Take it off, and
You take an op shot from Toby.
yeah.
He will fight you.
Yeah. You take 1d2 minus 1 tongue damage.
Yeah.
Oh
1d2
no.
-2.
Deflect missiles.
Yeah. Oh.
It solves all problems.
Zytech 2K2, thank you for the follow. Boy, you definitely tuned in for a very strange episode.
Yeah.
That's
This is the weirdest thing we've done.
But it's
People
been
did
fun.
not
It's been very
subscribe.
goofy. Thank you for the follow, though. Welcome to the Rejects. You never know what to expect on this channel. It's fun though. Anyway, so you gather all these belongings up and make your way downstairs. Making my way downstairs. And of course you see Durnan is there in his normal spot. He sees the party walking down, and he's just like, oh, okay. He's just kind of counting to himself, 1, 2, 3, 4. But then as soon as Torrent walks down, he just starts going.
Just slow clap.
Man. Don't just
Starts slow clapping.
Wood Chip would be proud.
Durnan, don't clap so loud. My head. I have a bag for you, Durnan.
Oh no.
Let me guess.
Like, you look familiar.
Yeah, exactly. He'd just be
That's
like,
my wife's.
yeah. Oh God. He doesn't even open the bag. He's just like, let me guess. You had a late night visitor last night. Wait, hold on. Let me guess. You had a late night visitor last night.
More than just a visitor.
Rather not talk about it, as I don't remember. So, just you hang on to those, and thanks for the drinks.
Thanks for the entertainment. It was, well, I guess I should say all the entertainment. Man, you all were not quiet. And he just goes, "Don't worry, I'll keep these here for when Camilla comes back for them."
Does she bring spare, or did she just
character hands down?
Does she usually do this, Durnan?
What Camilla does when she leaves out of this tavern view area is her business, not mine. As
That's fair.
As long as she's not destroying my place, I don't care what she does.
Which she never does. She doesn't destroy the bar. I'm just saying.
Just his bedroom.
I was about to
Just
say
the
the
whole
roomkeeper won't be happy.
Although, I mean, she has made some strange requests before, but I just don't care. I don't care. I was like, whatever. If you need some rope and okay, sure, I'll make sure it's up in the room for you. Whatever.
Yes.
Does Torrent have any rope burns?
Maybe.
After hearing that, I guess he'd check.
You do see some strange marks on your body, but they don't appear to be rope burns.
What do they look like? Is that gonna be?
We're the late night portion of the stream. Is
that an investigation check?
No, not really.
Medicine
Some form of restraints.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check on yourself with advantage. Like, you're pretty familiar with like how your body is supposed to be, I guess. Yeah, like you kind of look and it's like you can see like some marks appear to be like some type of like light form of scratches or what have you. Like there's a couple of areas that are pointed out to you because you can't like rotate your head and all of them, that you kind of like recognize as like the capillaries underneath the skin seem to have burst and appear to like give a reddish flushed tone. In real world terms, a hickey or so.
Right.
The Torm Whip.
Thorn whip.
Yeah, Thorn Whip.
No, the Torm Whip.
Oh God.
I was about to say.
Jazz's old character was a follower of Torm, and his church whipped people.
Yeah.
The meme.
Yeah, for the
Right.
context. If you haven't seen that, go and watch it.
Oh, right.
Such-
That was our Dragon Heist playthrough.
is entertaining.
I remember that. That was that was a very yeah, Mandy, you don't go watch it, but because you're playing Dragon
Heist.
Heist.
Probably
but-
passed it
Yeah.
already.
Oh.
Don't spoil it. It's don't spoil it
No,
yourself.
I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to.
It was early when we went over it. So.
But it was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. You can scroll down below and find the link to the YouTube and find it if anybody out there wants to watch it.
Yeah, the YouTube has all of our games
Does
and
it?
stuff.
I'll have to
Yeah.
Well, all the ones that Duff has uploaded.
Yes.
Like he still hasn't uploaded all of our Lost Mines from last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, all the Friday game is up there.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
But yes, you all kind of like the whole party is just kind of like sitting there watching intently, like their eyes real big and wide, at this exchange between Durnan and Torrent and like excuse me, everybody is just like hanging on the edge of their proverbial seat, waiting to see what information or what comes about next.
Like what Darnan's gonna say about Camilla?
Or like, no, just like any type of information, like, it like they're just waiting to see what happens next. Like this is must see TV, you know what I mean? They're like
Must see TV.
They want to know if we're going to go down again.
True.
Phrasing?
not drinking. Yeah, I mean, our penis.
Yeah.
Verm, you seem to be very interested in Master Chip. You want me to take you to go meet him?
I think I'll pass. I think I'll
Come
take
on,
a hard pass.
he's just 2 blocks over. I can take you.
Torrent, is he a drug dealer?
No. No, I don't think so. Come on, let's go. I'll just, I'll just take you down to the sewer, and you can meet Master Chip. And
This sounds more and more something I don't want to do.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
they're the adolescent, normal turtles, but they're monks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to
that's
partake
about-
in this Torrent.
The reason I left is because I didn't really fit in.
No more booze?
It was just those four and then me. I was kind of the odd one out.
Aww.
It made more sense for the four of them to be together.
You were the odd man out last night too, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't even remember. I couldn't tell you how I feel about that.
Maybe this was a setup.
I can't begin to express my emotions on that situation.
Apparently, it was a very fun and eventful time, though. From what you've gathered.
I'll keep it 100.
Camilla.
I keeps it real.
Yup.
Got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
True. I mean, she's the one who pays you, so she's definitely not a problem.
Well, she paid Torrent for other things too.
I mean, maybe. He has extra coins in his purse now.
Now I have to embrace it. I have to convince Jeff to slide me more gold.
Yes.
Well,
He
Durnan,
has,
do
he
you
has
know?
like an extra 5 gold in his bag.
For our penis sake, I need more gold.
Durnan, do you know where we should go next?
Bender here.
I know, God, he missed
God, no.
a hell of an episode to miss it.
He's gonna watch this back. He's be like, "Oh, for the love of God!"
He's like, I'm never
He's
missing
gonna be mad
another
he wasn't
session
here for
again.
this.
For all we know, he could be watching right now.
So would
For
be
all
all
we know,
about it.
he's probably not gonna want to come back.
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, bullshit. For all you know, Zosa was like in the dark corner watching Torrent's room
She was
last
in the
night.
closet. She was in the closet.
Oh no.
Wonderful. I'd rather not think about these things.
PG-13, guys. PG-13.
It's almost midnight.
Talk about theater
We're
of
at
the mind.
TVMA now.
Right.
Rated R. What's up?
Let's keep it fade to black.
Well, Durnan, do you know where we
Fade
should
to
go
black.
next?
A temple maybe? I don't know.
What kind of temple?
The sewer is my temple.
The Legend of the Hidden.
The Legend of the Hidden Temple. God, I missed that show.
Good show.
Such a good show. I heard they're bringing it back as like an updated
Yes.
version, but
I did hear that, but I heard it a couple years ago, so
yeah.
who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, what were we saying? He's like, I don't know. Some of you might want to go to a temple of sorts. I don't know. Some of y'all motherfuckers need Lathander, all right?
That is true. Well, yeah.
Band-Aid, you would immediately recognize that name and immediately think, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, you were asking, you were asking a serious question there.
I know I don't do
that.
that often.
Yeah, I know you and serious are two words I never associate together. I don't know. What are you looking for?
A black blade.
Still looking for that damn thing.
Still, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Or just gold in general, if you know of a place.
That is true, but they usually kind of go hand in hand.
right.
Something dangerous.
I mean, if you want danger, he just literally points at the portal and just goes right there.
We did that already.
Been there, done that.
In my travels when we were making making everything there and connecting it all, we did come across a place that was rumored to have a some type of hidden shrine to some old forgotten god. Could be worth checking out. Could just be a bunch of smoke. I don't know. Like, I didn't care enough to bother wasting my time on it. Could be worth it to you all. Could not. You might find something. You might not. Might die. I don't know. Not my problem. So
I'll slap my gold on the table and stand on the elevator.
I go down to. I put
Very
2 pieces of
well.
electrum.
I guess we're doing this.
Band-Aid's like, I wanted a vacation.
it's like I wanted to go shopping again.
Oh yeah.
We saw where shopping took us to here.
True.
I was gonna say you have all this gold now.
We had more to begin with, but yeah,
It's true.
Yeah, you also bought a lot of stuff too.
that is true.
Yeah. There's a lot of random crap in the party suit. We'll deal with that after stream. Because I think some of it might be bins. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway. So yeah, you all will, I guess, pay for your descent down, and you hear the familiar clinks and clanks and creaks of this pulley system starting to lower the platform you all are standing on down into this large, like, enormous portal opening. You, by this point, you're just like, you know, this is the one familiar part of this little part of your journey down. You have no idea where it was that Durnan was referring to, but his advice rings true in your head that maybe it's worth checking out. As you all are going down, you just see Durnan standing behind the corner as he's grabbing up your coin, just going, bye. Come back. I want
No
more
promises.
money, you know. Torrent, like, you, as the vision of the inside of the tavern starts to get smaller and smaller, you swear you almost see almost like a magic image of Camilla appear and just kind of blow you a kiss as you descend down, and everything kind of goes to black. As you all are familiar, there's a very long stretch there once you exit the tavern, the actual inner tavern area, and you're descending down in the Yawning Portal itself. And that's where we're gonna hold until next week, everybody. This entire session was kind of more of a just have some fun crapshoot, because I'm not gonna lie, I was not prepared to start the next adventure, so we all just had some fun.
Filler episode.
Yeah, filler
Some
episode.
more than others.
Woo, apparently. Normally we would have Dragon Heist tomorrow night. However,
No
Duff
game
is
tomorrow.
yeah, there's no game tomorrow because Duff is helping with the virtual side of Gamehole Con this weekend.
Saturday game is still on.
Yep, the Saturday game is still going on.
Yep.
We're off Sunday. Monday, we might do mini painting with Duff. It's up in the air. He usually takes Monday off after a convention because it's a pain. So stay tuned for that. The schedule and all the social links are down below. I believe, and then Tuesday would be Mad Mage. Wednesday is Tales of the Sanguine Isles with fellow DM Mech 45. I am a player in that game. And then we should be back here next Thursday night for start the what is
TPK.
this? Well, yeah. I believe it's the third adventure that we're starting on out of the book, like actual book adventures.
Just finished the second one.
Yeah, just finished the second one. Had a little Halloween shenanigans and fun and whatnot. And again, Mandy, thanks for guesting on, wasting your time to join in the RP shenanigans.
Always happy to be a part of the RP-ness.
Yeah, the
You right.
is-
That said, players, next episode should
I
be
broke him.
Yeah, it
should
be
be
a little bit
more
professional.
I guess actual fun, more
Since
D&D
when?
related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see you all next week, and I'm gonna go ahead and push the outro button and so say bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Be safe, everyone.
Bye everybody.